Hi there, I'm Alex from the Southern Ukulele Store, and I thought it would be interesting as we lead up to Christmas to take a look at affordable concert ukuleles. Why concerts? Well, concert ukuleles make the world go round. Concert ukuleles are the most popular size for beginners in 2022 and have been probably for nearly 10 years now. The soprano, a lot of people find inaccessible because it's so small unless they are petite themselves. The tenor can be a bit too big and a bit too daunting if you're not big. So the concert is where it's at. We're going to take a look at 10 concert ukuleles, all under £200, and they all have similar features because really to make something affordable they need to have certain specs about them that are the same or close to the same. So we're going to run through the spec on each one, a few different popular brands there including Kala, Snail, Enya, Flight, you know the drill by now. We're going to start with a Kala KA-C. Let's go. First up today, we're going to take a look at what must be by now one of the most famous ukuleles in the world, the Kala KA-C. The KA-C stands for the Kala Concert. This is a laminate mahogany, probably more a derivative of mahogany like NATO, a fast-growing mahogany with straight grain. It's a bit figureless. But don't be put off by the looks of this ukulele. If you're after the most functional, affordable thing out there, this, along with the Kala KA-15C, which is their true budget model, is the right avenue to go down. What sets the KA-15C apart from the KA-C? It's purely cosmetic. The 15C has a laser etched rosette. This ukulele doesn't have that, but it does have front and back cream plastic binding, giving it that traditional Martin look. Normal concert scale, all of these ukuleles have a 15-inch scale length. You have closed gear tuners with a 35mm nut width and a synthetic saddle and nut. Let's give the KA-C a play and see what you think. Second up today, we're going to take a look at the Kala KA-CGE. Actually, spoiler alert, this is the CGE. The difference being you've got the Kala Concert Gloss and the Kala Concert Gloss Electro. The Electro model being still under £200 at the time of filming with a pickup fitted so you can plug into an amp. And we get asked really about the difference between the KA-C and the KA-CGE more than any of the other comparisons we're going to make in this video. The CG is gloss. It's the same spec as a Kala KA-C, although it does have a sound hole rosette added as well. Same spec here, it's laminate mahogany. The gloss gives it a tighter, brighter sound with the closed gear tuners, the 35mm nut width, and the synthetic nut and saddle. Let's give the CGE a play and see what you think. Next up today we have a new kid on the block. This is the UK-05 SC. I really love this ukulele. If I'm recommending stuff now for students or for beginners, this is the first ukulele I think to mention because it's right up there around that £100 price point where you know you're getting a serious instrument, you're not getting a toy. It has a solid top, a solid mahogany top. It's laminate back and sides and the whole thing is unglossed. It's very open pore in effect. It's simple, but it does still have a rosette which gives it a nice look. You have a 35mm nut width on this model with synthetic nut and saddle once again, and you have Uma's branded closed gear tuners. Finally, it comes with a gig bag. It's ready to go. If you're a beginner, you're looking to get into the ukulele this year, then this is a fantastic place to start. Let's give the UK-05 SC a play and see what you think. Next up today, we're going to take a look at the Snail C-03, another brand new model introduced in time for Christmas. This is a perfect beginner's ukulele, much like the Uma before. This one is laminate, so it's an all laminate ukulele, laminate mahogany, definitely mahogany as well, and not some kind of derivative of it, with a very subtle laser etched sound hole rosette. So it's got a bit of cosmetic decoration. The thing that might make you look at this ukulele over something else at this price is the ebony fingerboard and bridge. That's very unusual on instruments of this price. It gives it a slightly harder fingerboard, so the notes ring out a bit more. They've got slightly more kind of chime to them, a bit more attack. You actually also have some really nice upgraded open gear tuners on this ukulele, which is unusual again for the price. 35mm nut width, as with many of these instruments, but this does have a string through bridge, so a slightly fiddly bridge to get used to restringing. Still comes with a gig bag, under £100. If you're a beginner right now, this is a great option. Let's give the C-03 a play and see what you think. 2, 3. Next up today, we're going to take a look at the KA-CGE 100M. Of all the ukuleles we're going to feature today, this is the one that we've been rabbiting on about how good it is for the longest. It's a solid mahogany ukulele, so solid mahogany top with laminate back and sides. It has a side sound port, so if you play in a uke group and you want to be able to hear yourself, this is a great option. Most of the sound from this ukulele travels upwards rather than outwards, so it's not too loud if you're sat in the same room as someone watching the telly when you play, but it does still have some bite, some bark to it. You have a technical wood fingerboard and bridge, so a synthetic material or kind of pieces of wood glued together, but they feel really nice, it looks really good. You once again closed gear tuners on this ukulele with a 35mm nut width. Standard concert scale. This one does come with a strap button and comes with a gig bag. Let's give the KA-CGE 100M a play and see what you think. Next up today, we're going to take things in a slightly different direction. We're going to take a look at Enya and the famous Nova-U. This particular model is the Nova-U-MS, which stands for the Nova-U Mother Flowers. But there are plenty of other options. They come in all sorts of pastel colours as well as black and white. Standard concert scale. This is made of polycarbonate, so plastic, with a polycarbonate fingerboard, and well, the bridge is actually moulded into the instrument itself. You have a 35mm nut width with open gear gold tuners. It comes with a gig bag. It comes with 2 strap buttons. It's slightly slimline, which a lot of people like, and much like the Kai we've just looked at, it has a side sound port, so lots of the noise travels upwards towards the player. Yeah, there's not really anything not to like about the Nova-U. It's got that Apple phone kind of kitsch look to it, which many people love. And if you're looking for an instrument that you can take in the back of the car and forget about and not worry about the hot and cold, then wow, you're not going to get anything more perfect than this. Let's give the Nova-U a play and see what you think. Next up today is the ridiculously good value for money Enya EUC-MS. This ukulele is all solid mahogany. It's well within the budget of a beginner. It comes with a gig bag, lots of accessories. It comes with 2 strap buttons. It feels like a substantial instrument. It also comes in a natural finish as well as this blue, and it's satin, so there's no high gloss to it. It's not got a kind of quirky look or feel. Despite the colour, which is a very deep blue on this one, but can range from anywhere almost kind of a turquoise to the colour of my jacket, these ukuleles just offer something different. The tuners are good as well with the amber buttons, and it does have a really nice pink flowery inlay on it, which is pink and feminine, but not in a way that detracts, so I wouldn't feel uncomfortable playing this ukulele. And I'm really glad that I colour matched it to my jacket today. It makes it really nice and hard to edit when I get to the computer later on. It also comes with a padded gig bag. Highly recommend this ukulele once again for somebody that knows they're going to stick with the ukulele and doesn't mind spending a few more pounds on their first one. Let's give it a play and see what you think. Next up today, we're going to take a look at the Flight DUC-450. This is a laminate mango ukulele, very affordable, comes with a gig bag, feels comfortable and petite in your hands. It has a walnut fingerboard and bridge with some really lovely split parallelogram inlays. You have gold closed gear tuners on this uke, and I for one really love the open pore effect of it and the satin feel to the neck. It feels lived in from new, like some of the other ukuleles we're looking at today. Let's give the DUC-450 a play and see what you think. Our penultimate ukulele today is the Snail SUC-M2. I've talked lots over the years about the SUC-M1, which is a laminate mahogany concert, and the SUC-M3, which is an all solid mahogany concert, but not so much about this model, which is a solid mahogany top, laminate back and sides, and comes with a pickup. The pickup design has changed a few times over the years, so the current incarnation has a side-mounted preamp, but you used to get them where they had them inside. You have an ebony fingerboard and bridge, gloss finish all over, including the back of the neck, with the Snail ebony faceplate and Snail's closed gear tuners. It's a 35mm nut width, ebony fingerboard and bridge, and comes with a gig bag. If you're someone looking for a giggable, affordable ukulele, look no further. The Snail SUC-M2, it's kind of got forgotten in the mix of the M1 and the M3, which are a bit more popular because they don't have the pickup. But if that's something you want, this is a great choice. Let's give it a play and see what you think. The final ukulele I'm going to look at today is the Flight MUC2. This is an all-solid mahogany traditional style concert. The body shape on this is just slightly pinched in, so the lower bout is just a bit squashed. And it looks like an original Martin ukulele from 110 years ago. These ukuleles have simple cosmetic design, so you have a plastic rosette, you have front and back maple binding, which actually is an upgrade on some of the other things we've seen, like the Ohanas, which have a plastic binding here. It's all open pore once again with a satin neck, and it's the only ukulele I'm going to look at today that actually has friction tuners. There is a lot to explain and not much time when it comes to geared versus friction tuners. Geared tuners work on a ratio, you know, probably 24 turns of the peg will rotate the cog once. A friction tuner is much more like a traditional violin peg. You know, you need to tighten the screw, pull them up to tension, and once they're there, they require a lot less movement, but they can be fiddly if you're not used to them. The EUC-2 has a 35mm nut width. It's very bare bones, but does still come with a tan flight gig bag, and it's just within budget. So an all solid mahogany ukulele at an affordable price that gives you a slice of what people would have played in the early days of this instrument. Let's give the EUC-2 a play and see what you think. There you have it, folks. We've covered 10 affordable concert ukuleles. Something for the beginners out there, something for the intermediate, something for those that just want an instrument that they can throw in the back of the car and forget about and use from time to time. Which was your favourite? Which one would you be recommending to somebody picking up the ukulele in 2023? If you have any questions, you can contact us in store. You can either use the comment section of this video, or you can email us at alex@ukulele.co.uk, or you can call one of the team on 01202 430 820. Really appreciate you watching and sticking with me to the end, folks. I will see you next week.